Okay, so what are we doing today? I'm going through evidence and cleaning up my mess. Important points to make, though. I feel as if I'm getting what I wished for, despite the fact that it's not the help that I need. I'll explain that in a moment. Uh, oh my God. We'll start off by reading something from a lady named Tina. Actually, no. We will start off with, we'll start with Tina's. By the way, 3 years ago today, my post was, as long as the law breaks the law to take our lives, I will break it to save them. And I reposted that. It's pretty important. What Tina typed, she typed, people wake up. It has taken so many loved ones. Everybody better open their eyes and realize what's really going on. In 3 short months, just like he did with the plagues in Egypt, holy shit. I don't even have to read any more of this to know what the fuck kind of bullshit it is. In this, she's gonna blame God for everything. Let me tell you how many judgmental Christians I've talked to that want to pretend like I'm a Satan worshiper. Sorry, bud, you're closer to a Satan worshiper than I am. I believe in science. Why do I believe in science? Because it can be changed. New information. New information. When you learn something new, you integrate it into your thought process, don't you? The Bible ain't like that. A lot of people want to pretend after doing terrible shit in the name of their Jesus. They want to treat me like I'm a terrible person, and it is justified for them to pass judgment on me for situations they weren't even there for. It's okay for them to do harmful things to me and my loved ones, so on and so forth. Well, it's not. Those things are not okay. Now, a lot of these religious folks, the stuff that they're complaining about and blaming God for, I see Christians doing. You can't say nothing about the Christians, can you? They can post up all sorts of hate about Muslims all over the internet. But if you replace the word Muslim with Christian, you're a bad person. Kind of like if you replace the word man with woman in these man basher posts. They're not going to remove them man basher posts. Facebook isn't gonna. They don't care. It's man bashing. That's acceptable. What's not acceptable is woman bashing. Well, that don't make no damn sense to me. That's sexist. If it's sexist, it's immoral. If it's immoral, that business has no business in the United States. In my personal opinion, although truly all businesses are immoral. Even if you started it to take care of your family, it's for the love of money. But that's neither here nor there. That's not God. That's not God's fault. A lot of Christians I know, they'll run around calling other people mentally ill and schizophrenic. Like, holy shit, dude. They don't talk to their imaginary friend every day. When I say I feel I got what I wished for, what did I wish for? I wish for you guys to feel the same way as I do, same way as the other homeless. So then you're cut off from travel. Your loved ones are dying. You know how I feel now. Except you guys can't handle a fucking year of it. Whereas I'm expected to just take it for my entire life. Like it's magically okay. It's not okay. Hypocrisy is not okay. A lot of people want to be angry at me for things that I did back. Well, hold on a second. Those things weren't wrong when people were doing those things to me, were they? And with people continuing to do those things, it's still okay, isn't it? But Tina started posting in that. She's a Christian, obviously. No, she may not have been the perfect parent. She's not my mom. I can't judge. But I really can. I can judge her. I can judge any of you the same as you judge me. A lot of Christians, they want to use the Bible as their excuse to judge others. But if you judge them back for doing the exact same thing, they say, you can't judge me. You need to get right with God. No, I don't. I don't need to get right with God. I don't need to do anything that you want me to do. I don't owe it to you. If you want to give me the mentally ill treatment because I don't believe in your imaginary friend, I want you to keep in mind that you're the one talking to your imaginary friend. You're the one hating other human beings over your supposedly loving deity. Well, you're promoting things that I am against. Jesus spent his life helping out humanity. He did not spend his life serving God. He didn't. Did Jesus feed God? No. Uh, did Jesus show up at God's wedding and turn water into wine? No. Jesus spent his life making people happy, helping people out. He was a carpenter. Uh, I spend so much time going through all this evidence that I got to take a break from it somehow. And I got video games that I could play. I just don't want to. This right here is my 8-pound sack. I've been working on this a little bit. There's a lot to it. I'll just show you the basics. This is an emergency go bag. My hat actually attaches to it as well. Pretty cool hat. I also got my head cover. I made this yesterday too. Of course, it's not some perfect thing. It's just meant to break up my outline. It's not the only part though. See, I'm against killing people. I'd rather just avoid y'all. I'd rather avoid your hypocrisy, your hatred, and your false gods. See, whether or not I believe in your God or even the possibility of your God will be reflected in you. If you are a judgmental, hypocritical idiot, then yeah, I'm probably not going to entertain the idea of your fire and brimstone as a deity. That's not a loving God. This right here is a 3 liter, holds 3 liters of liquid. And it doesn't have any in it right now. Doctors say I'm not supposed to carry more than 10 pounds. I tried to keep this under 10 pounds. Once I put liquid in it, though, it's going to be over 10 pounds. Not much avoiding that. However, part of it will be supported by my hips. I put the lanyards on real special like so that I can actually put this thing on. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I didn't undo that. It's not easy to lift this thing over my head like that. My right shoulder still has issues. All right. See if this works. Pretty well. See if it's too heavy for my back. Doesn't seem like it. I won't really be able to tell unless I walk outside with it and step off the curb. The doctors say I'm not supposed to carry more than. Of course, the police and the courts don't care about that. All this evidence I've been trying to show them, I need somebody there in person. Problem is, the police aren't going to do a damn thing. I'm trying. The first person to actually go in with me that was a witness to this and actually speak up is Star. See, when I went in with Laura Nelson is scared of the Chapel Police Department. A lot of the stuff that she told me, it's either true or it's not. And if it's not true, well, she is going Christian right now. A lot of the people that stabbed me in the back are doing that. They think God is going to rescue them from this shit. God hasn't rescued anybody in my lifetime from anything. I haven't seen God come down and plug up somebody's bullet hole. I've never seen God hold his hand on somebody's neck after a car accident to keep them from bleeding to death. Never seen God do that. You know who I have seen do that? Human beings. You know who is a human being? Jesus. Jesus was a human being. Jesus called himself the Son of Man. He also explained that we are all God's children. Well, that doesn't seem to be the Christian mentality. Christians don't want to take responsibility for their own shit, so they blame it on God. Oh, God's doing it to punish you. Well, he might be. As wicked as you are, he might be. You ignore it when it's not happening to you, but it happens to somebody else, and man, you got to have instant gratification, don't you? You got to have somebody do something about it right now, don't you? Like a lot of these people that didn't like their stuff up on the internet saying, take it down now, fuck you. You want instant gratification. You're not going to get that out of me. I don't owe it to you to give you your instant gratification. Not even a little bit. I don't owe it to you. This thing right here is super lightweight. Super lightweight. put a little bit of natural ground cover in it. Well, that's effort, isn't it? Took some effort to make this thing. Got a mustache hair keeps going into my mouth. I should have trimmed it 2 days ago, but I haven't. Now, this thing is for getting away from y'all hypocrites. See, all these things that I tried to turn people in for, that police kept telling me, oh, that's not against the law, that's not against the law. Yeah, actually, it is. And those officers knew that it was against the law. Those officers knew when they lied to me that they were lying to me. See, if I do those things, it's wrong. Just like if you're an asshole to Muslims, it's okay, isn't it? But if somebody does those things to a Christian, oh, they must be the devil. They're motivated by Satan, and so on and so on and friggin' so on. Well, go ahead and blame whoever you want for your actions. They're still your actions. You blame whoever you want for your decisions. They're still your decisions. I broke the law out of necessity to try to save lives. And guess what? I wasn't heard by law enforcement. And as a result, law enforcement killed people, including people that I know. 17 of the places that I've been since Natalie Bollinger was killed have been on the news. Like literally the household that I was at on the news. That's just crazy. But it doesn't fit your hypocritical bullshit, does it? It doesn't fit the narrative that you want to sell. Like those people who were threatening to cut my throat for the Bollingers that nobody cared about. Nobody cared about the threats that I was going through enough to actually do something. The courts did not care. My public pretenders did not care. And you know why they didn't care? Because the people who should have showed up in person and fucking said something just never did. And I wasted my resources and wasted my resources and wasted my resources wanting to believe them. But life happens, right? Well, no, life doesn't just happen. See, if you're not able to make it, I can understand that. If you got a valid reason, I can definitely understand that. But if it's not a valid reason, or it's something trivial or two-faced, I am under no obligation to keep your shit a secret. If you tell me that you can't show up for whatever reason, and I say, hey, she can't show up because of this reason, and it turns out to be bullshit, well, I'm not the one that bullshitted, you were. I take everything to the public for a reason. Sure, most of them are hypocrites. However, there might be a good person or three out there who is actually willing to help how I need. Show up in court, look at the evidence, and stop wasting my money. Now, for a lot of these folks, they didn't keep their word. I had expended my money that they were going to keep their word, and they just never followed through. Holy shit, you didn't do anything but tell me pretty words, tell me how to think and how to feel, and to give it to God. Sorry, you guys got too many dead people on your plate to be talking shit to me. You got too much of a history of murdering your own people to talk shit to me. And not one person I know gets to talk to me about loyalty. Not one. Not even one. Trying to get a hold of Molly Smith because she's got evidence. Pretty important. But she had her knee surgery and complications, so it's not been happening. Miss Peaches is in Longmont. That's less than 100 miles away. A 100 miles. But I have to be afraid of police in this state. I have to be afraid of public pretenders in this state. Without somebody here in person, I get railroaded. They don't even pretend that I'm a human being. The way that I was treated by law enforcement across this fucking country for the last 4 years is not acceptable. This is not how a human being should be treated, regardless of their gender. You think it's okay to treat men like this because some man treated you badly? Which man? Am I the one who beat you? Am I the one who raped you? In 100% of the rape cases, 100% of all rape cases, Sean Schwartz was not the rapist. Out of every single rape that has ever been committed, not one of them was committed by me. Of course, these judgmental Christians don't care. They saw this on a web sleuth group and they want someone to take their anger and hatred out on. If your God is such a loving God, why do you have so much hate? You are not reflecting your God at all with all of that hate. I can't afford to do what the courts want me to do. I can't afford to defend myself. I can't afford a real lawyer. Everything that I do to try to help myself, law enforcement does something to remove it from me. And I'm some sort of a bad person for this. Yeah, no, fuck you. You can kiss my ass. My loved ones are dead. If you can't handle curse words, fuck you. You're a piece of shit and you're a fucking coward. The most honest people I know curse like a motherfucker. And the most dishonest people I know are all in the name of Jesus. Holy fucking hell. I don't have the resources to do what any of these people want me to do. I don't even have the resources to take care of myself, and I'm spending my money to try to get help. And no matter what, there's 10 miles of fucking red tape that prevent the right thing from being done. How goddamn difficult is it to listen to me? How fucking complicated would it have been for Natalie Bollinger to talk to me like a human being instead of slandering my fucking name to the point that people were threatening to kill me and fucking assault me and threatening to kill my friends and family? How fucked up is that? But she's a pretty girl, so it's okay. Fuck that too. Fuck your God and fuck you.